making a master plan. It's a design process. Even shorter list. Goals articulation. What lifestyle do you want to live? Site analysis and assessment. Make maps of your design. Describe how you plan to implement that design. Once it's implemented, you need to do evaluation. It's an ongoing process, okay? So you really, guys, only need to do the first floor. After you were running the project, you could evaluate it later. So if we were to do goals, let's do some SMART goals. They should be specific. If you write some fluffy goal that no one can measure, how do I know you made it? Is it attainable? Can you actually do it? Do you have that skill set? Do you have the resources? Is it relevant? Does anyone even care about that goal? And is it time-based, meaning that I can measure the time? Again, measurable, being specifically measurable. For instance, I would like to, in 1 year's time, make mango chutney and sell it at the local farmer's market. Isn't that nice? Do you own a farm? No. How are you going to buy a farm? Oh, I'm going to buy an orchard that already has fruiting mango trees. Oh, wow. Okay, that's good. All right, thank you. So now you have an orchard. It already has fruiting mango trees. You're going to make mango chutney to sell to the farmer's market. Yep. Okay. How many jars of mango chutney do you need to sell to support your family? 1,000. Okay, that's cool. How many mangoes go in one jar? 4. Okay. So you need 4,000 mangoes? How many mango trees do you have? 3. How many mangoes per mango tree per year? 1,000 mangoes per tree. So you have 3,000 mangoes. You need 4,000. So you're going to go out of business? What are you talking about here? That's it. My goal is to sell chutney to support my family. But I can measure how many mangoes I need to make the chutney to support my family, right? Simple. If I want to grow mushrooms, because I'm going to teach you guys how to make mushrooms, and you can make a mushroom business, right? But how many mushrooms you need to grow in order to sell at the market to pay your bills? If I reduce my consumption, I don't need to grow that many, right? But I still have to grow some amount, and I need to be able to measure them. So Raktamachat has goals. These are the original ones from the original master plan, which is listed on Terra Genesis International. The more revised goals, because, hey, we move forward in life, right, are on our website. But at this point in time, so this is in 2011, this is where we were at. The Farm and Education Center provides a dynamic, abundant life for the family, residents, and students. Yeah. It's now get a little bit more articulated. We've got a little bit better prose, possibly. But that's what we're doing. We're trying to create an education center. And the people who live here, the people who visit here, and the students are going to participate in an abundant life when they're here, for the particular time they're here. Residents, full-time. Guests, students, during your part. The Farm and Education Center is a thriving center of activity. Okay. When we articulate this, so this is my goals, my articulation we're going to see later. I have to describe how. What are activities? We have yoga, right? We can do swimming. You can go jogging. You can go to tour the local village or the temple. You can do these activities, right? And we consider those to be thriving. And do we have those? And are they meeting our goals? The Farm and Education Center both serves as models of profitable permaculture and action, respectively. Very important to me that my farm pays for my family without having an education center, guys. And we don't take any money from the education center for my family. I retired a long time ago. And our farm produces and sells food on the market. Last year, we sold over 400,000 kilos of product into the Thai market to feed Thai families. It's a large farm. It's profitable irrespective of there being a student here, right? My father-in-law can sell corn. He sells sugarcane. He sells rice. They sell bananas. They sell mangoes. They sell cows, right? And they sell their other market gardening every day. She sells eggs. The people come, they pick them up, and they sell them. They have a profitable farm. That's important to prove permaculture is not related to only way you can make money is teach or something like that. But the teaching also needs to pay for the facility. If not, it will deteriorate. We will not be able to provide for maintenance, right? Your bungalows will just collapse over time, and then cool, we'll just shut it down because we didn't have enough money to pay for the bills. So things take money, but how much? I'm very proud every year since we've been in here, I've lowered the price for our course. 5 years in a row, consistently, I have lowered the cost to come to Raktamachat, not increased it. What does that mean? Yeah, we plant plants and trees and we grow more food, and the people that have worked here, we use less energy, we use less materials, and we produce more food every year. That food, lots of it being sold, offsets not needing to charge as much. The food production subsidizes your education. That's what permaculture is supposed to be about, right? If we can continue to do that throughout life, why do we have to have anybody pay? Plants make biomass every day for free. It's only the control of it that creates these economic situations. And we'll talk about that more in the community at the end, where capitalism messes everything up. So the activities of the farm require less economics and fossil fuel inputs over time as a result of the permaculture master plan and implementation. Okay? So, yes, we use fossil fuels, but every year, again, we use less. We design systems and we build systems to use less and less energy and become more productive because they embodied energy into the design. If all is going well, in 2 more years from today, basically at the end of next year's, we will be able to produce energy to the grid. We will produce electricity to be given into the grid, okay, as an output of our design. From the first day we designed that, but it took 7 years to get it to be implemented, okay? You're talking a fairly large thing to build a digester and turn it into electricity. So it takes time. We have to walk before we run. For sure, in that year, we're running and we're making electricity. But it took time. It's not instant culture, okay? It's a plan to get to a goal at the end. Have we achieved that goal yet? No. Are we on the way? Yes. Can we measure the steps that we're taking to get to that goal and see that we may achieve it? Yes. Are we on schedule to achieve our goals? Yes. Have we done it? No. That's the point. You're never there, but you have to be able to say, am I working towards it on a daily basis? I know in approximately 30 days, our permaponic pots that Alan's working on now are going to have abundance of lettuce growing. And next course is going to have to be able to eat a salad 2 times a day, every day during that next course, because you guys are going to put the seeds in. And I'm sorry that the course before you didn't do it, but that's how it works. It takes time to walk before we run. But all of a sudden, the work, a lot of work that went into that system is about to pay off. And that system's very sustainable because it doesn't require any maintenance. It's made with products that will not break. So it will just continue to produce food, to pay back the investment of time, energy, materials, and labor that went into building the food-producing system, functionally permaculture. If I take each of my statements, it's on the website again, and you can have the actual document. Raktamachat's goals articulation statement. And I wouldn't expect that you're going to get to this level, guys, during the design exercise you're going to participate over the next week, because you're going to be learning lots of stuff. You're going to be doing your practicals. You may not have the time, and you need to take the time to think about it. This is really not easy to share. One of the hardest things I ever had to do. I had to write on the website what I believe. I don't necessarily achieve all the things in life I want to or I believe, but I have belief systems. I hope the belief systems make my actions, and my actions build the community that's here. Us doing our things every day gets things done. I have to be able to look at the farm provides a dynamic, abundant life for the family, and I articulate what that means so that I can judge whether or not that is happening. Am I happy with how my kids are interacting on the farm? Do I think that my kids are developing mentally, physically, spiritually? Do I think that they enjoy their relationship with Joey catching bugs and wow, you know, that's like amazing, you know, every time. Or playing in the mud. That's something that's valuable to me. So equally, I want the children to be, well, I want me and my wife and you at this age group to be interactive. And also I want my father and mother-in-law at their age to feel inclusive. My mother-in-law's, she loves her garden. She's in there 4 hours every day. Okay? That's her, and I can see she's happy. So she's got her thing that she can do. She provides for her part of Raktamachat. My father-in-law provides for his part. Pichan does his part. Deer does her part. Piyao does her part. Lynn does her part. I do my part. The residents do their part. We call that get in where you fit in, right? Alan likes what he's doing. I didn't tell him to do that. He asked to do it. He enjoys doing it. He's having a great time. And he's putting his time in. He's paying it forward. And that's going to make food for someone later after he leaves. That's all we have to do. Keep paying it forward. Keep investing in sustainable systems. And in the future, nobody will hardly have to do anything or worry about food. It's only this modern sense that we commoditized our agriculture that food has a value. Come on, guys, food's free. Used to be. Yeah? And in the future, it will be again. So we could go through all those, but we're not. So I have my goals articulation. I've done my goals. I've articulated what I want to do or how I'm going to achieve those. I then move into my site analysis, design concepts, implementation. So what does it mean to articulate? To form or to fit into a systematic whole. I'm just taking that statement, which was not even really complete sentences, and then I'm saying, what might it take to meet this macro view or fluffy words? I want to have a dynamic, abundant life. Okay, great. Yes. What does that mean to me? How could I walk around Raktamachat and look for the things that I believe creates that lifestyle? I like fires. I like listening to people play guitar. Have y'all noticed that I don't play guitar, but I own one? I'm not a musician, but I have all those drums. You know what I love every time I see my kids do in the salah? Y'all might not appreciate it that much. When they're playing, so they're growing up with a music appreciation that I didn't have. So that'll be cool when I can see one of them turn out to be a guitar player or musician or something. So all you have to do is take all of your needs, wants, desires, and lifestyle ideals and fit them into one coherent, functioning design plan. That's it. That's hard to do if we just say it in a sentence like that. We're going to go and take that apart, piece by piece by piece by piece. And when we do it piece by piece by piece by piece, none of it is daunting. None of it is hard. Okay? There's no rocket science behind it. It's just pull it apart, put it in pieces, put it back together, and go, wow, did I make that? Oh, wow, I'm proud of myself. And every single person that's ever taken the course did their master plan. It's not very difficult. So, one good thing, this is me. I'll call it brainstorming. Hey, I got my whiteboard, got my marker. Write up your thing, my concept, whatever you want. Just put things around it that are related and it helps you to get a patchwork, or articulation, how these things are related. And these are all the ideas that I have. And I need to take all these and I need to somehow encompass these things, these goals, articulation. These are the goals, my lifestyle choices, what I want to do, my beliefs, my actions, my feelings. And now I start to pull those together and fit them into little, say, bubbles, which we're going to call a bubble diagram. So, good quote on this. Our goals guide our site analysis. So to do your site analysis, you need to have your goals. The site analysis and assessment discovers the design. Okay? Don't start with the design. Goals, analysis of achieving my goals, and you will end up with a design. The design will be an output of the analysis based on your goals. It's very simple. Carefully define the problem, question, or intention. What do I want to achieve? What's the issue? Write that stuff down, guys. That's your homework assignment tonight. I want you to write your 3 or 4 sentences, and they don't have to be full sentences, guys. Bullet points. Dot, 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 dot. State the goals in the present tense, like it's happened already, right? Look at the goals of Raktamachat. Those things have not all happened. We are working towards them. Evolve, or your goals will evolve throughout the design process. By the end of it, you will have evolved perfect little nice goals that will look nice and you can read them to everyone, right? That is an evolution of the design process, which is analysis. By going to do your analysis of the things you want, you will evolve your goals. So your goals can be stated in present tense, active voice. So let's look at 2 different goals and see what that means. To create a farm system that will provide food, medicine for my family now and the future. Or my farm system provides all the food and medicine for my family now and in the future. Well, the second one is in an active present tense. It's saying I've already done it. So that's my goal. Then I can measure whether I achieve that. The other one doesn't state really whether that happened or not. I don't know. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. Two people say the goals in different ways, and they have different outputs. Words, guys, and how you use them dictates your reality of achieving goals. This has been studied many, many times. So what's your desired condition, and how are you going to get there? Generate ideas, make lists. This is from the Designer's Manual, Table 3.7. You can take your element, whatever you want on your design, and you could describe its qualities. So words like peaceful, private, open, enclosed, sunny, these are qualities. I could also describe things. Things might be vegetable garden, orchard, small lawn, flower. These are things I want, or qualities I want. So start to try to get a list of the things you want, the qualities you desire, the goals that you want. Feeding my family, right? Supporting myself, developing my intellect. These would be goals. Also problems. You can list the things you don't like, what problems you may have. And also, what do you like? List, I like this. I like this. I like yoga. I like meditation. I like peaceful walks, right? I like fresh fruit. I don't like this. This will help you to evolve your specific lifestyle. So generate those ideas, quality, things, goals, problems, likes and or dislikes, and your goals will evolve throughout your process. So new information during your analysis, design reveals new ideas, discovers more connections, and it's a never-ending process. Permaculture is organic. You're starting today. And if it's a lifelong thing, don't worry about how fast you go, guys. It's not a speed thing. It's a tortoise and the hare issue, right? Just work on it. It will come to you. The more you work on it, little by little, it'll get easier and easier. So basic goals will clearly define what you want to achieve. You can revise and refine, make lists and bullet points, and guess what? I keep saying the same thing over and over and over again. Have you noticed? Think it's important? You think it's important? The most important thing is to work on your goals. It is what your design will revolve to. If you state goals that are not reflective of what you want, your design will make what you don't want. You will design something to achieve what you actually don't want. So it's very important for you to know what you want. So when you design, you'll get what you want. So your goal articulation summary is typically 3 sentences. Present tense should express the wholeness or the fullness of your goals and put things together from the list that you'll be making based on those quality things, likes or dislikes. You can get more specific, guys, afterwards. So once I get those base goals, I can get more specific. That's our articulation. Our values, the things that we value, our principles and our ethics, the things that make us who we are, drive our actions and our choices. Go back to Raktamachat, look on the first page, go to the bottom, and read the thing about our values, our beliefs, drive our actions, and our actions and choices build our community. Okay? That's the basis of permaculture outlined, and that is my belief system and my actions and my choices. But you can utilize that as a basis to understand what you're trying to do, and you're going to have different ones. You have your own ethics. You have your own choices. You're going to make your own actions. You live in a different environment, right? You interact with different people, but the concept is the same. So do a wholeness test once you have your goals. Evaluate your goals as a whole. Does it feel whole and complete? Is this actually, so sometimes people make goals and this one goal has little to nothing to do with this other goal. So then your life is like bipolar. We need to make sure that our goals fit together. Are there any goals that are missing? Sometimes we may put these down, but I actually have another goal that's not there. And if it does feel like it's missing, fill it in. Ask those questions. Does every function serve many functions? So if every goal, does it have functions like different things? So not only do I grow my own food, but I actually think about it as a meditation issue, and it makes my family healthy. and other people like it, so they might want to come see it. So all of these are functions of that one thing, a garden. Does it follow a set of design principles or ethics? If you don't want to follow permaculture's principles or ethics, that's fine. What is your principles? What are your ethics, right? Work on those. You can use permacultures as a starting point. You can refine those. You can improve on those. You can add things to it that you may already believe. So if we do all that, this is a really nice presentation. Last thing I presented. This would be like an architect presenting a presentation. Our presentations might not look like that. I don't have a computer program that can do that, guys. But it is nice to see what someone can do. And we'll see what is, say, achievable. So present your presentation to whatever your desired audience is and whatever they might want to see. So if it's this type of thing where they're presenting it to a city to make a park, they're trying to get the city to make a more ecological or sustainable park, they may have to have a presentation fitting that type of genre. But if I have a presentation for me building a garden in my backyard, I don't need that fancy, necessarily that fancy. So we're going to come and then we're going to look at the next section.